Hello students, uh, in this video I will be posting details about mitochondria and plastids which we have recently studied. So coming to this basic figure, animal cell and plant cell. So these are red colored are mitochondria which are present both in animal as well as plant cell, and plastids which are nothing but chloroplast which is present in only plant cell. So moving ahead with the detailed structure of mitochondria and its functioning, let us start. So as we all know that mitochondria is called as powerhouse of the cell because it is involved in the generation of ATP, that is nothing but energy currency of cell. And what this ATP stands for? Adenosine triphosphate. So mitochondria is double membrane bound organelle. That means one mitochondrion has two membrane system, and its shape is usually rod shaped or oval shaped, and many times small mitochondria look like thread like structures. So outer membrane is smooth and permeable, whereas the inner membrane forms folds. These are foldings for the inner membrane. Continuous it is membrane where it forms a folded structure called as cristae. And why these foldings are there? To increase surface area, because at these surfaces, on these surfaces foldings, ATP generation takes place. So to provide more surface area, foldings are there for the internal membrane, inner membrane, and these foldings or projections, they are called as cristae. And the matrix which is present inside the mitochondria is nothing but fluid which fills the space, and this fluid contains enzymes, DNA and ribosome. So this unique about this mitochondria, it shows presence of mitochondrial DNA. See students, this whole mitochondria, there are so many mitochondria present inside the cell. So this is floating in cytoplasm. Already cell has its own nucleus, own DNA. However, this mitochondria possess its own DNA. So it is very unique characteristic of this mitochondria which separates it, it distinguishes it from other cell organelle. We have not seen presence of DNA in ER, in ribosome or in Golgi apparatus, right? So this is very specific property for this mitochondria, that it shows presence of DNA as well as ribosome. So obviously as it contains DNA and ribosomes, it can synthesize its own proteins also. So functions of mitochondria, first and main important function is ATP production through oxidative phosphorylation, that is nothing but oxidative respiration we can call. Mitochondria convert oxygen and nutrients into ATP. We'll see in next slide how this oxygen and nutrient they form ATP. Regulation of cellular metabolism, they are involved in all metabolic activities as they provide some chemicals which compounds which are called as intermediates. As mitochondria possess its own DNA and protein, ribosomes, they can synthesize some proteins, amino acids. These are called as intermediates also. Many times mitochondria is involved in heat production inside cell. It is also it also is used to store the calcium for intracellular signaling, and programmed cell death will not go in detail for the, only you can remember first four functions, and also you can refer your IIT textbook for functions of mitochondria. How mitochondria generates ATP energy. So what is the source of energy to our body? It is nothing but glucose. So glucose or sugar is 6 carbon compound. Look at here, this is structure of glucose. Glucose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is 6 carbon compound, and it breaks down to 3 carbon compound. Pyruvate. Pyruvate or pyruvic acid, nothing but is the same. So when glucose breaks down into pyruvate, the process is called as glycolysis. The lysis word stands for breakdown. breakdown of glucose, that is nothing but glycolysis. So glucose molecule breaks to give rise to two pyruvate molecules and two ATP. See here how many ATPs are given out? Two ATP molecules. So this glycolysis happens in cytoplasm. See, this one mitochondrial is shown. Surrounding it, what is there? It's cytoplasm. It is cytoplasm is present. As this mitochondria is a cell organelle which is present in cytoplasm. So this glycolysis takes place in cytoplasm. Glycolysis is breakdown of glucose to pyruvic acid. Two molecules of pyruvic acid are produced and with the release of 2 ATP. Okay, where this happens in cytoplasm. Now, this pyruvic acid enters the mitochondria. See here, this pyruvic acid enters the mitochondria and Krebs cycle. This Krebs cycle is nothing but a sequence of biochemical reactions. So, pyruvic acid enters the Krebs cycle where oxygen is taken in, and with the help of all biochemical reactions, how many 36 ATP are generated with the CO2 and H2O production. So this is called as cellular respiration. That means respiration which happens at cell level. So cellular respiration is also oxidative respiration because it requires oxygen. What requires oxygen? Respiration or getting energy from glucose. So one glucose molecule provides how many ATPs? 2 and 36. That means total 36, 38 ATP molecules are produced in cellular respiration. So this is sugar which breaks down to pyruvate and gives rise to 2 ATP. The process is called as glycolysis, which takes place in cytoplasm. After pyruvic acid generates, it enters the mitochondria and with the help of oxygen, it produces 36 ATP. So total gain of 38 ATP occurs in cellular respiration. Moving next about plastids.